Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And that's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Speaking of Christian McCaffrey, Charles, the staff last week was talking about him maybe getting 25 to 30 touches a game this year.
Which would be more than double his workload of last season, where I think he averaged around 12 touches per ball game. But it's a new offensive staff. They know how dynamic he is. Where they really want to make the increase is him running the football. Because last year he caught 80 passes, so that part will take care of itself. But his ability to run inside as well as get him to the perimeter, working so far in the preseason, had, what, a 72-yard touchdown run against Miami. That's looking good. And don't forget, he can also drop back and return the ball in either the kickoff returns or as a punt returner.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Get up! Single. There we go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw on third down, Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Gun, gun, gun!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Newton now to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on now. Here we go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 44 yards on the ground. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Freeman again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And an alley to run. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Let's go. Hey, replay. Check. Fresno.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yep. Mike, check. 20.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Wait!
2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Hey, let's go.
We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Straight ass, straight ass. Hey, watch your leg. Gun, gun. Hold the look, hold. Hey, gun, gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Wait! 21!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Wait! Check 59. Mike is 59. Go!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the keeper, here's Ryan. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Come on now. Come on, come on.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Newton got his target, Samuel, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Newton. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gun. Mike 5'9", Mike. Here we go. Hey, man. Watch the
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 46 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, hey, we got to get in the AFC Week 1 talk. We talked about the NFC and what to look forward to on their schedule, but there's some great AFC games as well.
And many people believe the AFC West is as good a division as there is in the NFL. How about this for an opener? Kansas City Chiefs headed to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, the new quarterback for KC, has to deal with the pass rush of Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram of the Los Angeles Chargers. And a second one that catches my eye is Houston at New England. The Texans always trying to measure themselves against the Patriots. Now they get back Deshaun Watson. They get back J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and they take on the defending AFC champs in Foxborough.
And one crossover game that's pretty interesting. How about Jacksonville against the Giants?
What I like about that one is you have a Jacksonville team that came so close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, but they and the Giants have a similar philosophy about how to play the game. They're going to be physical. They want to run the football. So Leonard Fournette for Jacksonville and the rookie for the Giants, Saquon Barkley, they can both get a lot of carries in that game. And last but not least in that one, how about Pittsburgh at Cleveland? People don't think about that game very much, but this has been the summer of the Cleveland Browns in preseason. Will Baker Mayfield actually hit the field? And can Cleveland start a new era with a big win over Pittsburgh?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Pitching it out to McCaffrey.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Well, there's a reason he's called Riverboat Ron. Rivera going to leave the offense out on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He spins free. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go, G. Get up. 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Gun.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hey, express! 20!
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
12! Hey, wait.
To throw on third down, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Newton on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, Newton again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there, 85 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
21.
Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hey, express!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4 down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julie.